welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. How are ya? It's your fave, Kiana Banks, and I'm back to you with another video. I took a little break from YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, I took a little itty bitty break from YouTube. I just didn't have the motivation, I just didn't have the time management, I just was not mentally there. And I'm not about to give y'all half-assed videos. That was never the plan, that was never my body, so I'm not gonna do that. So here I am. A disclaimer, I'm right next to my air conditioner because that's just how my room is set up, so you probably might hear this. That's why I'm trying to speak a little louder, because I don't want you to hear like the fan, the shit blowing. But just bear with me because it does get hot. I was gonna turn it off, but y'all don't want to see me sweat my eyebrows out. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing something astrology related. I'm going to be giving you guys my least two favorite zodiac signs. I'm gonna give y'all like my little opinions on each zodiac sign. I'm gonna tell you guys something I like about the zodiac signs, and I'm gonna tell you something I don't like about the zodiac signs. I really do like astrology. I hope you guys like astrology the way I do, because I think it's a really cool way to kind of see how people's screws work. It's nothing that I like live by to the code, but there's a lot of things that I read up on or have read up on that make a lot of sense. Coming in at number 12, we have Cancer. Now, I was raised by Cancer. My mama's a Cancer. I have a special place in my heart for Cancers. However, they get on my nerves, like low-key. They get on my nerves, and it could be because I was raised by one, so I have like a whole different experience. I just feel like they're just overly emotional, in my opinion. Like, I'm a very emotional individual, but like I feel like Cancers kind of like take it to a different level. They will make it your business to be mad if they're mad. Like, they're one of those people where it's like, I got attitude, now everybody in this bitch ain't gonna have fun. Like, they kind of one of those. Like, my little brother, he's a Cancer, he's like 6, and I could already see it already. Like, he's like a mini version of my mom. I'll like yell at him for being annoying at like 1:30. I'll go in my room, chill for like 2-3 hours. The next time I see him, he got an attitude. He like,
I don't like how you yelled at me and you're mean.
Bro, like, you still on that? Like, that was 3 hours ago. Like, get over it. Like, they will hold a grudge. They will hold a fucking grudge. That is like something, that's something I can't deal with, because I be forgiving like that, or I get over things very easy. So when people are like the type to hold on to things and kind of just drag it out, it just turns me all the way off. Something I do like about Cancers is the fact that they mean well. A lot of times they mean well. They have really big hearts. They'll go out of their way to make the people that they love happy. They're very ambitious, I will say. They're very like hands-on people. That's the word. If they want to know something, if they want to learn something, they're going to learn it. It's not going to be a strain. It's not going to be like a big deal. Like, they're always trying to improve themselves. How can I learn how to build a birdhouse? How can I learn how to write in calligraphy? Like, they'll put in the research, they'll do the work, and they won't complain about it. So I really do like that about Cancers. Coming in at number 11, we have the Capricorn. I feel like Capricorns, they're kind of wired very different than how I'm wired. And I feel like in some instances, opposites can attract, and I could befriend a Capricorn. I could be friends with anybody. Like, let's be honest, I'm a cool ass bitch, so I could be friends with anybody. It's not a problem. But I feel like Capricorns kind of have like a very dry personality. I just don't understand them. I don't understand how they think. I feel like I'm not really compatible with signs like that, because like they're just wired completely different than me. I'm a fire sign, so whatever the fuck element they are is just like, it don't be working. However, I've had Capricorn friends, not a problem. One thing I do like about Capricorns is their ability to bounce back from anything they're going through. I had a friend who's a Cap, and her world would just dissolve in front of her eyes, and she'll cry it out, she'll complain, she'll talk about it, she'll vent, and within the matter of like 20 minutes, she's going to figure out what she's going to do next. They don't do well on just their shortcomings, which I really like. I like people like that. They're not going to be the type to self-pity and just make it a whole dramatic episode. Oh my gosh, my car broke down. Oh my gosh, you know, I have drama at work. Like, they're going to talk about it and they're going to move on and they're going to figure out what to do next. And I like people like that. That's one thing I like about Capricorns. I like their work ethics. They can work mad hard. They could stack their bread up, no problem. They have great discipline, and that's just like a personal trait that I wish I could adapt, that I'm hating on them for. Coming in at number 10, the Pisces. I've dealt with a Pisces before, so I really don't want to make this like a personal, like, whatever. What can I say about Pisces? I mean, Janae goes to Pisces and I love that bitch, so y'all got her. Who else is a Pisces? One thing I don't like about Pisces, it kind of goes into like how I feel about Cancers, and if I'm not mistaken, they are the same element. Cancers and Pisces are super sensitive, but Pisces type of sensitive is just a completely different level. If you did not check out my story time about how I almost got stranded, the girl that almost stranded me was a Pisces, and from there I just had a bad rep. I also used to talk to this guy that was a Pisces, and that motherfucker was just crazy, and it could have just been a him thing, so I don't want to put it all on the sign. They can be selfishly emotional. They don't care if their energy fucks up everybody else's energy. They will literally be mad, stay mad. I don't give a fuck how you feel, you know. And it could be about anything. It could literally be about like the littlest micro detail in a detail. They will be mad. I do like about Pisces is that they're very like in sync with their emotions. Even though they have a lot of emotions, they're very emotionally in sync. So even though they're feeling like shit, even though they're very sad and just down, they know why they're sad. They know what made them sad. Like, they can express their emotions very well. Pisces females, maybe I haven't met enough. Like I said, I love Janae, so she gonna be the leading example. Pisces males make great friends, great conversationalists. They're a lot of fun when they're in a good mood, and I like that. So coming in at number 9, we have the oh so mysterious Scorpios. Oh, Scorpios. How do I feel about Scorpios? I don't know, like, it's a love-hate relationship. I don't dislike Scorpios, but they're definitely a sign that, like, I'm still trying to figure out. My favorite cousin is a Scorpio, and I think he's like the first example of like what the fuck that I've experienced with Scorpios. I feel like they're very unnecessarily secretive. They're very unnecessarily private. Like, and that comes in with the fact that they're deep thinkers, and I do like that they're deep thinkers. I like that they're deep thinkers. I like that their mind covers grounds that I wouldn't think about or somebody else wouldn't think about. They can make an interesting conversation. They like to educate themselves. They like to be in the know of things. I do really like that about Scorpios. What I don't like about Scorpios is just they just, in my opinion, unnecessarily private. And I say that because, like, I'm usually the type of person that can get people to open up. Like, I'm the conversationalist. Like, I like to have deep conversations, and even though they are capable of having these deep conversations, they keep a lot to themselves. Sometimes they can come off kind of cold. And like I said, I'm a fire sign, so I'm very like impulsive. I'm very off of emotion. Like, how you respond to me sets the tone to how I think you feel about me. I'm not the type of person that's gonna ask you personal things unless I feel like we're there. And they just be harboring like the littlest details for like no reason. It's kind of like, bro, like, I ain't care that much. Like, you'll hear me talk about my day and what I did today and what I want to do next week, and then I ask you and you just, oh, I don't know yet. I don't know, I'll let you know. Like, they're very, like, they have a plan, like they got something going on, like they probably might know, but they gonna tell you they don't know. And it's like, you don't gotta do all of that, because I don't care that much. Drake's a Scorpio, and I feel like when I be listening to his songs and how he explains love and how he explains the things that he likes, it's never like a pattern. Like, I really can't tell you what goes on in his mind, give or take. Like, Drake's a genius, but when he describes his love life, when he describes like his interactions with females, it's like, what are you getting here? Like, how do you feel about her? Like, Scorpio man, Future's a Scorpio. Do I need to say any more? Like, Future is a Scorpio. 8, we have the Taurus. Not the Ford Taurus, but like the actual Taurus. No, that was corny. I really like Tauruses. I feel like they're one of those signs that I can be compatible with as far as friendships go, as far as relationships go. They're kind of like the maybe not. I think they're hardworking people. They're go-getters. They're very ambitious. They have a great work ethic. They'll save their money. Like, it's kind of like how I felt about the Capricorns. Like, they're very level-headed, they're very strong-minded, they'll set a goal, they'll go about it. I love their sense of humor. I love Taurus's sense of humor. Even though they can be very bitchy and like witty and sarcastic, their sense of humor kind of brings it all back for me, because I'm somebody that likes to laugh. And it's like, if me and you could just joke around and have a good time, like a Taurus always does that for me. One thing I don't like about Tauruses is that they can be very bitchy and like witty and like impatient. I don't like people like that, because it's like, don't try to play me, I'm not stupid. I just didn't get it as quick as you did, but I got it. Like, they're kind of like, oh, you didn't understand this? Like, are you stupid? Like, they're one of those people. Number 7, we have the Libra. The Libra. They're also another sign that I feel like I'm very compatible with. It's kind of like I could be or I can't be. They're like either or. I like Libras. I feel like they're one of those signs that I'm compatible with. Like, I could be very compatible with, but at the same time I can't. It's like an either or. So what I like about Libras is they have a they can be very high maintenance, and me being high maintenance with somebody else is high maintenance, like, they get where I'm coming from. Like, because when you're high maintenance and you're like, somebody sees that you're high maintenance and they're not, like, they make it seem like you're the biggest diva. Like, Libras usually understand. Like, Libras like to look good, they like to dress nice, they have unique styles sometimes, but like, they always look good. I love that about Libras. You invite your Libra friend out to go to a party, y'all probably might end up being the baddest bitches there. Like, they're never gonna look a mess, they're never gonna look crazy. I love that about Libras. Another thing I like about Libras is if they do think highly of you, if they do care about you, they're always going to look out for you. One thing I don't like about Libras is just they're very indecisive, but like in a very like inconvenient way sometimes. Like, and it could be they scale, could be like they little balance thing they got going on. They trying to have the best answer ever. Like, they like specific shit. There's no real range. They're very fixed signs. So like, they'll like something or they'll want to do something for a specific reason, for a specific motive. So sometimes it gets very tricky when you're trying to make a decision with a Libra, because they're trying to satisfy their standards. They have very high standards. That's another thing I like about Libras. They have high standards, so they hold themselves at a high standard, but they also deliver and perform to that standard every single time. And I think that's admirable, but sometimes that shit gets annoying, because it's like, bruh, like, make up your mind. It's not that hard. Let's get to it. What you trying to do? I'm with it all. I'm with it. You know, what's up? But just let me know. Virgos is number 6 on my list. And Virgos have been getting a lot of buzz lately. A lot of buzz. Woo, child. I don't have that many dislikes for Virgos, honestly. I feel like they be making the most sense out of all of the signs, to be honest. I feel like sometimes they can be very bitchy. How are you not? What's not clicking? Like, they're that person that's asking you, like, what's not clicking? Why don't you get this? Like, It could sometimes be witty in that case. But I feel like I really like Virgos because they express themselves so well. It's thundering outside. They can communicate what they feel. They can also communicate what you feel too. Like they could kind of like read the room very well. Like they blend in very well. They can express their emotions very well. They can understand your emotions very well. Like I really like that about Virgos. They're very easygoing people. They can be bitchy, like I said, but for the most part, they have very great self-expression. You're never gonna be confused about how a Virgo. They're gonna let you know how they feel, why they feel that way. They might even crack a joke about it. I like that about Virgos a lot. So now we're at the top 5 of my least favorite. So I guess we're going in a little bit deeper to the faves. 5 is the Leo. I love Leos because I'm a Leo, if you didn't know. I like Leos a lot. However, I feel like too much Leo is just a lot. I don't end up liking a lot of Leos that I meet, and it's because we are just so fucking poppin'. Like it's just, we're so fucking like too much of one thing is just not good no matter what. So even though we're all popping, when there's too much of it, it can be overwhelming. So like out of like, let's say I go out and I meet 10 Leos, I might really end up liking only 4. The other 6 might get on my nerves. The other 6 might be too obnoxious. They might be too self-absorbed. They might be too bitchy. They might be too like stand up. Like they're just a fucking blessing. Get you a Leo in your life. Don't believe the hype when people say that Leos lie. Leos do not lie. Leo males are more likely to lie. I will admit that. But Leos don't lie. Like Leos are very honest, very transparent. We wear our hearts on our sleeves a lot. So this whole motive about we be lying, like the Leo probably just didn't like you, bro. Like granted, I was very, very, very close friends with a girl that's a Leo, and that bitch lied like water. But she was a different entity. I felt like she just had to adapt to that. But otherwise, I feel like Leos are one of those signs that can go with anybody. We're just fun ass people. We love to laugh. We love to we're just kids at heart. Like we have such bright personalities. And like I said, too much of that is overwhelming. However, when I do find a Leo that I like, we just be matched. We just be a match made. Like I feel like we're just all kind of the same in a way. And don't believe the hype either. Like they love saying that Leos are full of themselves. I don't think so. I don't think that Leos are full of themselves. I feel like get you a Leo this season, guys. Like we are honestly the best. Nipsey was a Leo and he was such a noble man. So like I said, get you a Leo. We're popping. We're good for you. Good for your health. Good for the skin. Good for the body. And don't believe the hype. We're not always self-centered. We're not liars. We're not mean. Like we usually mean well, but depending on the experience, sometimes we come off kind of different. Whatever. Coming in at number 4, we have the Aquarius. The older I get, the more I appreciate signs like Aquariuses because they are very level-headed people. They're very level-headed people. They're non-judgmental. They're very laid back. Like they don't really they don't let their emotions just clog their like mindset up. I do like Aquariuses a lot because they're very like blunt. Like they don't give a fuck. They gonna tell you how they feel. They gonna tell you what it is, how they feel, what it is, what it ain't. But they don't always come off as no, they can come off aggressive. That might be like the cons of them. Like sometimes they can come off very aggressive, very like cold, very like I don't really care-ish. But what I do like about Aquariuses is that they're just they're just cool as fuck. I feel like dating Aquariuses as well. I always get attracted to Aquariuses, even though they are my opposite sign. We're gonna talk about that another day, child. We're gonna talk about that another day. What makes them so special to me is that they know how to express their love for people without being too much in their face. Like they chill, they laid back, they're level-headed, but they also know how to make you know that they love you and that they fucks with you and that everything's gonna be all right. Coming in at number 3, we got the Sages. I love Sages. They are my fire sign buddy. Sages are so much fun. I fuck with Sages so much because they're just mad fun. Like, guaranteed 9 times out of 10 you can literally plan like 7 vacations in a day with the Sag, and they'll probably show up to at least 4 of them because they love to have fun. The sky's the limit. They love to look good, just like Leos, just like Libra. They know how to keep themselves together. I always feel like every time I meet a Sag, we just click. You know, they could be very funny, very creative, just very go-getting ass people. One thing I do dislike about Sages is that they are very moody. Like, sometimes nobody got time for that shit, bro. They be so moody. It's like they could be moody, like, and they'll catch your attitude very quick. They'll make you happy for like 6 months straight, and then that 1 week they'll just get on your nerves. But then, like, you know, they'll get over it, and then they'll be fun for another 6 months. Sag men, I don't know, I heard some bad things about them. I ain't never dealt with a Sag male, but from those who have, they don't have good things to say about them. So coming in at number 2, we have the Gemini. Geminis get such a bad rep, and I kind of get why, but I still love them. I love Gemini so much. I feel like every Gemini I meet, I can have deep conversations with without feeling like we're oversharing. Even if they don't understand what's going on, like they're willing to listen. They're willing to have deep conversations with you. They're willing to be taught. They're willing to hear your opinion on something that they might have an opposite opinion on. I love Geminis. One of my best friends is Gemini, and she's just amazing. But I do see why people might get annoyed with Geminis, because their emotions they another one. Like, they be all over the place. Like, one minute they want to do that, next minute they want to do that, next minute they don't want to talk to nobody. They just doing them. Like, they have no problem doing them. They will literally like fall off the face of the earth if they're feeling any type of way, and they'll come right back like nothing happened. One thing I don't like about Geminis is sometimes they can be very sarcastic. Sometimes I don't get sarcasm very well. Me personally, I'm a very literal person. Like, if you telling me like you're about to do that, I'm a dead ass believe you. The Gemini will tell you, oh yeah, I'm about to do that, and I'm like, oh really, when? And they dead ass be playing, and I'm just like, okay, like, how was I supposed to get that? They're just a fountain of emotions, and I guess that's because there's 2 of them. They be having 2 of whatever the fuck they got going on. My favorite zodiac sign of the bunch is the Aries. I love Aries so much. I hope I marry an Aries. I hope one of my children, when I'm ready to have children, is an Aries. I just want an Aries in my life to have forever, because they're just so much fun, y'all. They're a good balance of everything. I have a lot of Aries friends, and when I do meet new Aries, I always click with them. They'll hype you up, they'll be crazy, they'll give you their space, they'll do them, they'll do what pleases them. They have no problem with doing that. They'll work hard. One thing I will say I dislike about Aries is that you never really know where their mind is at. They might be getting tired of you, or they might be planning on like taking a break from you, and you might not have no idea, because they're not going to be distant or nothing. Like, they'll just wake up one morning and just like not give a fuck, and just, they might ghost your ass, because you don't really know what they're thinking or how they're feeling. Like, they have no problem with making decisions for themselves, solely for themselves, even if it inconveniences you. And I know, with knowing the amount of Aries that I do, that shit gets annoying as fuck, and they don't care. Like, they'll deadass say sorry, brush it off, and go about their day. But I do really like Aries because, like I said, I feel like of all of the fire signs, they're a good balance of what we're about. They'll like what they'll like, they'll do their thing, but they'll know when to cut back, they'll know when to walk away, they'll know when to say no to destructive behavior. And I love that. I love that. So yes, number one, we have the Aries. Yes, if you're Aries, like this shit. I done said so many good things on your behalf, so you better like this video. That's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, because I enjoyed telling you guys how I feel about the zodiac signs. Like I said, I read up on it a lot, and I've met enough people in my life to summarize these signs. If you guys liked anything, all the facts that I was spitting today, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know your list of least to favorite signs if you have the time. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.